If anyone from that online student say
Yes,
yes, then I will start the new topic for today.
yes, sir. Voice is clear.
So voice is clear.
If you are guys are getting what I am saying, if you will say yes. Okay, so today what we are going to discuss? Today we will discuss how we can convert a galvanometer into a meter and a galvanometer into voltmeter. But before starting the topic, we have to know some important things about ammeter and galvanometer. So first thing we must know that the ammeter is always connected in series with the circuit, while voltmeter is always connected in parallel. Now, whenever we are talking about a ammeter, so for the ammeter to be an ideal ammeter, its resistance must be high or low. If we want that we have an ideal ammeter, then its resistance will high or low. Low, because the
Hello.
less means we know that current equals to V upon I. Sorry, V equals to IR and I equals to V upon means basically the resistance which will oppose the flow of current. So for ideal ammeter, the resistance always be zero. Ideal, perfect. And if we will talk about that voltmeter, so for voltmeter, the the resistance of that voltmeter is always infinity. Okay. So first we will learn how we can convert a galvanometer into ammeter. So write the heading first. Conversion of conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. What we are going to discuss first, we will convert the galvanometer into ammeter. Ammeter is a device which is used to measure the electric current. Voltmeter is a device which is used to measure the electric potential. We cannot measure the current with the help of galvanometer because galvanometer is a very sensitive device and it gets easily damaged if a large amount of current will flow through it. Okay. So first of all, let's see how we can convert a galvanometer into a meter. So suppose if I have a galvanometer where G is the resistance of this galvanometer. Okay. Okay. So now we want to convert this galvanometer into a meter. So what we will do? We will connect a small resistance, basically which is known as shunt. To convert a galvanometer into a meter, what we will do? We will connect a very small resistance parallel with the galvanometer so that the large amount of current can pass from that shunt or that small resistance and a few amount of that current will pass through the galvanometer and will start measuring the current. So if you the question is the MCQ it may be asked that to convert a galvanometer into a meter, the shunt is connected in series or parallel, series and parallel both, and none of these. So you must know that if you want to convert a galvanometer into a meter, you always connect a very small resistance in parallel with the galvanometer. Parallel means we connected resistance. This is S. Generally it is known as shunt. Shunt means it is a very small resistance. Whenever we are talking about shunt, so shunt means very small resistance. Okay. So when we connect a shunt parallel with the galvanometer, then it will work as a meter. So if the I amount of current will flow through it, then what will happen? Some part of that current Ig will go through it, the galvanometer. Then what is the amount of current will go from here? I minus Ig, which will pass through the shunt. Again, will come back over here. I minus Ig, and at last here the current I will go because Ig will also come from here. Ig minus Ig plus Ig. Ig will get cancel. So what we will write? To convert a galvanometer into a meter, we will connect a shunt or a very small resistance in parallel with the galvanometer then it will behave as a ammeter. So this what I have done, I have connected a small resistance and parallel. Why parallel? Because very low resistance. Because when I will connect it in the parallel, large amount of current will flow through here, and this will not get damaged. Very small amount of current will go from it. So now this arrangement is known as ammeter. Now you can see S is the resistance of shunt, while G is the resistance of galvanometer. Now they both are connected in parallel. So wherever the resistance are connected in parallel, then the potential for this is always remain same. If anything is connected in series, any resistors are connected in series, then the current will always remain the. Now if the any resistors are connected in parallel, at that time the potential is. So here what we can say, the potential difference across S is equal to the potential difference across R, across G. If we can say, because whenever now you can see this shunt is also resistance, G is also resistance. The both resistance are in parallel. So the potential across S is always equal to the potential across G. Or you can write it Vs is equal to Vg. Now if you apply Ohm's law, Ohm's equals to Ohm's law, I equals to V equals to IR. So whenever we talk about the shunt resistance, I minus Ig current is passing through S. Means I minus Ig current is passing through S. So what I can write here? I minus Ig into S is equals to Ig into. So from here what I can find out? I can find out what is the amount of resistance I have to connect parallel with the galvanometer so that it will behave as a ammeter. So let's find it. Now I will multiply it. It will become Is minus Igs is equals to Ig into G. Now what we need to find out? We need to find out the value of shunt. Or generally here also we can find out. No need to do this. Now what we need to find out? Shunt. Shunt is equals to Ig upon I minus I into. So this is how you can find out the value of shunt. That is given by S equals to Ig upon I minus Ig into. Note it. And this question will also can be asked in your practical viva. Then how you can convert a galvanometer into a meter? How you can convert a galvanometer into voltmeter? So in viva also you must know that whenever you want to convert the galvanometer into a meter, we always connect a shunt, a small resistance in parallel with the galvanometer. Then it will behave as a ammeter because at that time the large amount of current will pass through the shunt, so a few amount of current will pass through this galvanometer. And we will start detecting, measuring the current. Now if the question is what is the value of shunt, we will connect over here. So the value of shunt resistance is S equals to Ig upon I minus Ig into. This is the value of shunt. There may be a question that this is the situation is given. Then the question is you need to find out what is the value of shunt. You have to connect in parallel with the galvanometer. So if you all have the value of the current through the galvanometer, you know what is the amount of current is flowing through the circuit. If you know the resistance of the galvanometer, then you can easily find out what. Now one thing, if you find out the equivalent resistance of shunt and this galvanometer, is their equivalent resistance is greater than shunt resistance or it is less than shunt resistance? Huh? I am saying now they are equivalent because they both are connected in parallel. If they are connected in parallel, then what is their equivalent resistance? Their total resistance of the circuit is greater than the shunt or it is less than shunt? Equivalent इससे बड़ा हो. Less than, because whenever we find out their equivalent, so their equivalent is R. So it is 1 upon S plus 1 upon. You will take SGA calcium G upon S. R is equals to SG upon G plus S. So this resistance is greater than or less than S? Less than. So it is divided by G plus S. This is how you can convert a galvanometer into ammeter, and this is the value of sun. Now let's talk about how we can convert a galvanometer into voltmeter. Now remember, the resistance of an ideal ammeter is always 0, whereas the resistance of an ideal voltmeter is always infinity. So for resistance, we can connect a very to convert it into the ammeter, we will connect a very small resistance. So if you want to convert it into voltmeter, so we'll connect a high resistance. Now the second is conversion of galvanometer, conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. Now if you want to convert a galvanometer into galvanometer into voltmeter, what we will do? We will connect a very high resistance. We will connect a very high resistance in series with the galvanometer. This R is very high. You can write at the top also that to convert the galvanometer into voltmeter, we will connect a very high resistance in series with the galvanometer. And if the IG amount is connected to this is G, this is the resistance connection. So this arrangement is generally known as voltmeter. This arrangement is generally known as voltmeter. So if you apply from Ohm's law, we know that from Ohm's now it also has a potential voltmeter. So now from Ohm's law, that V equals to IR, yeah, V equals to total current into total resistance. So what I can write, V is equals to Ig into R plus G. I can write this. If I apply Ohm's law, then according to Ohm's law, V is equals to IR. Now here, Ig amount of the current is flowing through the galvanometer, and total resistance, because this G and this R is connected in series. So if they are connected in series, then we need to find out their total resistance. So total potential is equal to total current into total resistance. So from here also you can find out the value of what resistance you are connected in series, so that this galvanometer will become voltmeter or will behave as a voltmeter. So let's find out. So V is equals to, we just multiplied Ig into R plus Ig into G. Now what we need to find out? We need to find out the value of R. So we can write Ig into R is equals to V minus Ig into capital G. This is the resistance of galvanometer. Or then R is equals to V upon V minus Ig. V upon Ig minus G. Or minus G. is the value of high resistance. So this resistance, if you will connect the resistance of R is equals to V upon Ig into G in series with the galvanometer, then this arrangement is work as a voltmeter. And if you connect a very low resistance, a very small resistance, or basically shunt parallel with the circuit, parallel with the galvanometer, then the arrangement will behave as ammeter. Note it down. MCQ this type of question can come a galvanometer that the value of the value we want to convert a galvanometer into voltmeter, then the value of the high resistance is given by option can be given I V upon Ig minus G upon I, V upon Ig minus G, Ig upon V minus G, and in one another option. So if you know that the value of R is equals to V upon Ig minus G, then this is the correct option. Okay, this is how you can prepare for your MCQs also, because now you need to find out which type of question can come from this topic. I am not saying that this topic is important, this topic is not important. Now for you, all the topics that is a part of your syllabus, all the topics are important. It's not like that in previous year we can say that from this chapter, this type of question can come, this can come in that this third 3 marks or 5 marks, but now we cannot say this. Anything can come from anywhere. So you need to prepare for the whole syllabus. It's not like that the first 3 chapter I will study and I will perform good. Not like that. You need to go through all the chapter. There is a benefit and there is also a problem for you. Benefit is that your syllabus is completely reduced. Now you need to only go for 50%. But that 50% is not only that important topic. Each and every topic, if you want to perform well, then you have to cover each and every topic. Okay. I'll do some question.